everyone. This week I've got a fun new project for you with a fragrance oil I have fallen madly in love with. It is called Fresh Brewed Coffee World's Best. It's the new version. Now there's an original and this is a new one. I am loving this. It is so true in the scent of a fresh brewed pot of really good coffee. I mean, put it this way. Art walked in the room after I had poured the fragrance oil to do this video, and he asked if I had brewed a new pot of coffee. It's that freaking good. I'm not kidding. So, this is a cute project. You can do it with any of the cups you find. You can up the recipe and everything. But I have these little cups that you get for the bathroom, you know, little sippy cups. And I'm going to do some cute little shots of coffee with foam on top for our project this week. You're going to need coffee grounds. Now these can be fresh or they can be right out of your pot. These are from My Morning's Coffee. It's easier with the wet grounds because they're going to sink properly. With the dry grounds, they're going to kind of float. So it depends on what effect you're looking for. I've, of course, got my fragrance, and I've got some titanium dioxide and glycerin for my topping. So I'm also featuring a mango butter in my soap because coffee soaps are great for gardeners, kitchen. They eliminate scent, odor, but I really want it to moisturize real well too. So mango butter is one of those fabulous butters that just have so many great properties to them. If you've never soaped with it or used it in your body products, trust me, get a pound. You're gonna love it. Alright, so as you saw at the beginning of the video, I gave you a recipe to work with. Let's get moving. I think what's so cute about this is even on its own, it's amazing. But you could really play with this. You could add scent shots to the coffee. So you could add vanilla, you could add buttercream, you can add chocolate, you can, your heart's content. Think of like when you're going into an espresso house, all the different flavors you can add to your coffee. Okay, now I'm going to separate a little bit of this out because I don't want it all to be coffee. I want to keep some of it white for the topping. Go. Doesn't take a lot, just a little bit. And I've got my titanium here. Mix that in. Okay. And I've got a piping bag already set up just to make it easier. You could spoon this on. You don't have to use a tip by any means. And I'm going to set that aside. Now, over here, I'm going to add my fragrance. And I'm going to add my coffee. Now this is going to darken all on its own. It's got a vanilla content in it. So you don't even have to worry about making it darker to look like coffee. It's eventually going to get there on its own. So here's my cups. And since one of these little babies are staying for me, just like in the coffee house, there's mine. We'll see how many I can get. Okay. And I leave a little bit on the lip so I can pipe in that topping. Now, because these are being poured into a plastic or even a paper cup, they're not going to come out so easy by themselves. So what you're going to want to do is, before you take them out, you're going to want to pop them in the freezer for a little bit. Get them nice and hard and chill them up, and they will separate from that plastic cup. And then once you've got them out, let them set up and cure. And when they're done, pop them back in their cups to package and send to your customers. They're going to love them. They're absolutely adorable. Go. Now see, that's still pretty thin right now. I'm going to let that set up just a little bit, so we'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, so now it's time to do our fluffy topping. My little bag out. Line the bottom. It's still a bit soft, but you know me, I'm always impatient. There we go. So for this one, I'm just doing a star tip. It's an open star tip. You can do any. You can do the round, you can do a closed star. Heck, you can just spoon it on. No. So I always just do a flat base first, and then if I've got anything left over, then I can put more. Yeah, so I'm pretty close to the end there. So let's just fill up a little bit on some of these lower ones. There we go. And we are good to go. And depending on what you filled in, you can add in some extra sprinkles. You can sprinkle on a little bit of cocoa powder, a little bit of cinnamon, anything of that nature. I'm going to grab some diamond dust glitter because this is just a pure coffee to give it that look of crystallized sugar on top. Or you can actually tick on a little bit of Epsom salts or a little bit of raw sugar. Okay, there we go. And we'll be back when it's time to unmold our adorable little coffee soaps. Okay guys, here they are. I've had them in the freezer for a while. They weigh out to be about 3.5 ounces each. And if they're frozen, look, pop right out. Okay, bam. It's that simple. And I didn't coat it with anything. You saw, I just poured it straight in. Just getting it good and frozen makes them come out a lot easier. So let these come out and set them up to cure. And when they're done in a couple of weeks, pop them back in their little cups, package them up in some cellophane, and you got some super cute little cappuccinos or lattes. Ta-da! Love these. Oh, God. You guys knocked it out of the park with this one, Deb. They smell amazing. Give it a try, guys. Blend it. Do all kinds of goodies with it, but even on its own, they smell amazing.